Hello, today I want to talk about the optician's appointment that I had yesterday, because this channel I started uploading last year to mainly talk about my health, and this is part of my health, and I'm hoping that by making this I am helping other people. But first of all, let's talk about the wig. This one has just been trimmed and washed, so it probably looks so lovely. And this wig is called Cloud at Hazel Wigs. That will all be linked down below because I want to support her so much. She's a small business and she honestly deserves all the clout in the world, because these wigs are not only affordable but very high quality, and I just can't tell you enough about how much I love these wigs. Anyways, let's get into the bulk of the video. So, I had an optician's appointment yesterday, and I have them around every 2 years because since I was a child I have suffered with myopia. If you don't know what myopia means, it's basically short-sightedness, and my father has the same thing and I'm more than likely inherited it from him. But I turned 25 recently, which means I'm a fully grown adult. And sadly, that also means that my eyesight has begun to change and decline. Only in this eye, so far, has the prescription changed from minus 1.75 to minus 2. And that's not a big change in the grand scheme of things, but to me it feels like the beginning of the end, and I'm expecting it will change a bit more as I get older and older. But also, I was told that I have astigmatism. That makes a bit of sense because lights, I get this, I can't remember what it's called, but you know, I'll find more information and I'll put that in the description because I'm not well versed in astigmatism. I did learn about what it was, but I have memory issues and my memory has gotten a lot worse recently. And I'm sure it's due to the pregabalin that I'm on now, which was recommended to me at the pelvic pain appointment. I think I have a video on that on the channel. But I think it's making my memory worse, so I'm less able to do the things that I like to do, and it is affecting my life. And yesterday when I was bussing it everywhere because I had a lot to do as well as the appointment, you know, I was half asleep and I was scared that I'd fall asleep and that I'd be in danger basically. But I got through the day, I stayed awake, and I went to this optician's appointment. They told me my prescription slightly changed, that I have astigmatism, but also the contact lenses that I've been wearing aren't doing any good for my eyes. I wear coloured contacts and I've lost them, so I can't even show them to you. And they are Air Optics contact lenses, and I've tried all different colours, but I had an orange one for this eye and a green one for this eye. I put them in a case when I got to my appointment and they disappeared, like many things in my life that just disappear because I have ADHD, and if I put something down it disappears. Anyways, these contact lenses aren't doing good for my eyes because they're not letting enough oxygen into the front of my eyes. The back of my eyes, great, perfectly healthy, but the front of my eyes aren't getting enough oxygen. So, you know, I'm probably going to have to switch my lenses. I did get a new lens recently which is in pink, and it's for this eye, and they're marketed as yearly ones, but the optician told me that there's no such thing as a yearly contact lens and I should only wear contact lenses for a month at most. But anyways, at this appointment I decided to pick out a pair of glasses, and the staff were just so lovely, and the woman that was showing me the glasses, she helped me pick between two frames, which is like a gold metal frame and a black metal frame. The gold one probably will look better with the pink wigs, which I have 3 pink wigs, which like that's half of my wigs, so it needs to go with the pink. Also, I apologise for the way I sound. I don't think I'm sick, but I sound like I'm sick. I think it has something to do with my sinuses. I suffer with a lot of allergies. I'm allergic to the bunnies, I'm allergic to pollen, and I'm not quite sure what kind of pollen it is. I'm allergic to soaps. But anyways, my nose just isn't coping, and it sounds like I've got a cold or something, but I don't. So yeah, that's how my appointment went yesterday, and in a week I go to pick up my glasses, but because I've lost my contact lenses now, there's no danger of me doing any more damage to my eyes with wearing the contact lenses and my eyes getting deprived of oxygen because of them, because they're not very good lenses. She showed me like how to gauge which ones are good for my eyes and stuff like that, and they even do the kind of lenses that I use anyway, but they're like 2 weekly ones rather than monthly ones, which I might switch to. You know, I'm thinking about doing their contact lens trial to get better contact lenses for myself, because buying them online hasn't worked out well for me, and I don't want to further damage my eyes, as I've said, because I had a friend who was just about blind when I stopped talking to them, and I felt incredibly sad for them, because they've been dealing with poor eyesight their whole life. They were basically born blind, but it's only in the recent few years that their eyesight started to decline rapidly, and it was really sad and upsetting to me, because I can't imagine having eyesight and then losing it over time. Like, when you're born like that, you don't know what you're missing, but to know what you're missing, the beautiful colours in a sunset, for instance, it's a really saddening thought. Anyways, I'll stop rambling, and I'll see you again next week for another video. Have a good day, a good week, a good month, and a good year. Bye!